quitting social media is not going to miraculously solve all your problems, but it's going to stop creating more. It's like if you know social media it's making you feel bad about yourself, it's making you addicted, why do you still keep those apps on your phone? It's like if you try to quit smoking, why would you put cigarettes at home? It doesn't make sense. Hello guys, my name is Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. So I quit social media when I was around 20, which is really crazy to think about it. But quitting social media for this long, I cannot even go back to the life that I was actively using social media. I cannot even install Instagram on my phone. I just can't. And it just saved me so much time and energy, which leads us to the first point. You will be shocked of how much time you actually spend on social media. Okay, let's break it down. First of all, scrolling mindlessly or doom scrolling. Because you know what? That's just the way they design it. It is designed to make you addicted because the more time you spend on their platform, the more money those companies make. Second thing, posting. Think about how much time you spend on thinking about which picture you're going to post, thinking about which filter you're gonna use, thinking about what caption you're gonna put. Thirdly, obsessing. Think about how much time you spend on thinking or worrying about the followers you have, or if anybody unfollow you, or stalking your ex or your ex new girlfriend. Be honest, how much time do you actually spend on those things? When I'm listening to my friends talking about all those things, I'm just like, I'm so glad that I don't need to worry about those things. Seriously, in the past few years, I did not know any Instagram of the guys that I was dating. So there's no need for stalking. And if they leave me, it's a clean cut. Like there's no really trying to stalk them on social media or knowing that if they move on to someone. I don't care. And I care more about what they did for me in real life and how I feel when I'm with them, which leads us to the next point. Real friendship and relationship is created in real life. How you feel when you are with these people are more important than if they tag you in their post or in their story. I used to get frustrated if I go out with a friend and she didn't tag me in her story or post. And in my head, I would start having all these drama like, okay, she tagged another friend, but she didn't tag me, so she must like another friend more than she likes me. Now I just don't care. Now I care more about how I feel when I'm actually with these people. And I stop caring about whether they tag me or like my post or whatever. And most of our problems come from comparison. If you really think about it, you wouldn't feel bad about the apartment that you're living in right now if you never see a mansion. Or if you never see a fitness influencer, you wouldn't feel bad about the body that you have right now. And what is the best place to compare, guys? Yes, social media. So that leads us to our next point. People's life are not 10 seconds highlight on their Instagram. It is called highlight for a reason. Most of people's life are what you don't see on their Instagram. It's repetitive, it's boring, it's sitting at the office 8 hours every day. It's studying in the library after class every day. It's eating dinner alone, it's washing dishes, it's boring, so people don't post about that. So don't let those posts trick you into thinking like life is supposed to be highlight after highlight. Like nobody eats croissant at a random cafe in Paris every single day. Well, unless you live in Paris, of course, but anyway, life is about finding all these simple joy in these monotonous, repetitive activities. Is listening to Taylor Swift while washing dishes, my favorite, or walking your dog, talking to your friend. It's that simple. Nobody's life is as perfect or as interesting as it seems on social media. Okay, next thing. You become more present when you are not constantly thinking about what to post. So before, when I went out with my friends or traveling abroad, The first thing that came to my mind isn't I'm just going to enjoy or have fun. It's what I'm going to post. What picture am I going to post? How do I look? And that makes me so self-conscious because I was constantly thinking about, am I looking okay? Am I dressing okay? So when I quit, all of that disappear. I become more present, hence happier. There are research to back that up. When people are more present, they tend to be happier. Next thing, for influencers, it's their job to post every single day, even when they are not in the mood. Just like you have to go to work sometimes, even when you don't feel like it. And so just because they're posting all those motivational quotes every single day does not mean that they just feel so motivated every day, does not mean that they don't have a moment of self-doubt. It's their job to post like that. So you got to stop letting all those posts to question yourself, to make you feel bad about yourself, that why are you not motivated every day? No, nobody functions like that. Okay, next point. You will not miss out on anything if you don't use social media. If your friend really wants to tell you something, they will send the message to you directly. You won't need to find out from their story. So if there's anything that they didn't tell you, it means that it's not that important and you don't need to know. The problem with social media is that you become so obsessed and invested in other people's life. But why would it matter what's going on with their life when you can't even get your life together? Why would it matter if your ex get a new girlfriend? Why would it matter if your classmate back in high school get a dog? It doesn't matter. You don't need to know this. Focus on yourself. You have much more important thing to focus on. All right, next thing. People's life are not a standard or a box for you to fit into. It's great if you see somebody else's life on the internet and you feel like, wow, that inspired me. I want to live a life like that. It's beautiful if that inspired you. But you got to stop to let some random people's lifestyle on the internet to make you believe that your life is supposed to look like that. No, it doesn't have to. You create your own box, you create your own rule, you decide how you want your life to look like. All right, last, I want to be clear that I'm not demonizing social media. I actually like how social media is giving everybody a platform, giving everybody a voice for them to share their own story, their own voice, their own opinion. I think it's beautiful. But for me, I had to walk away from social media completely because I see how much is causing negative impact to my life and how it was bad for my mental health back in that time. I just don't feel like I was mentally strong enough to use social media, honestly. So my advice today is not delete social media completely. What I'm trying to say is use your discernment, be more aware of how social media is making you feel. I have friends that I don't know how they do it, but they don't get affected by using social media at all. They literally use it like 5 to 10 minutes per day and just use it for relaxation, and that's good. But if that's not the case for you, if social media is making you create unrealistic fitness goal for yourself, if it is making you feel bad because your life does not look as aesthetic as other people's life, then probably you need a pause. Because the problem isn't just social media. The problem is deeper than that. How social media make you feel tends to reflect something deeper about yourself. For me, for example, all the stuff that I just talked about, that people don't tag me, people don't like my post, or I was obsessing with my follower counts, whatever, it is showing me how much I care about other people's opinion. And this problem wouldn't just exist online. It would reflect in your real life as well. For example, for me, it reflects on how much I was scared to disappoint my parents, how much I feel the need to outperform my coworkers, how much I got scared to do workout at the gym. So sit down with yourself and really be honest and ask yourself, what is the way that social media makes me feel, tells me about me? And do the inner work, but make it easier for yourself by deleting it. Because like I said in the beginning, no, deleting social media is not going to solve all your problems. But at least you walk away from all the triggers. When you finally walk away from those triggers, you then will have the energy to do the inner work, to focus on yourself, to heal yourself. But yeah, that's all I got for today. And as usual, today's message took a turn as well. I did not expect that we would talk about something deeper than social media. But I do believe that everything, the problems that you have online will exist in your real life as well. And like I said, I'm not really encouraging everybody to go as extreme as I did to quit it completely. But I genuinely believe that if you take a pause, take a break from social media, you would discover something very new. Probably a new sense of peace, or a simple joy in life, or just feel lighter. But anyway, I hope that you learned something from today's video, and I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.